MIAs at 5.
Baby, it's too early for bedtime.
Carlo.
Give me a hand, kid. We're gonna hit the town just like in the old days.
Oh.
Right, sweetheart?
I'd do anything for you. Anything. Mortimer.
Fooled ya!
It's a foolproof plan, Max. All we gotta do is find Deborah's killer.
We know who killed Deborah. It was her own father, Marcus.
I know, but we gotta prove it. So, we get the boat. We take Swade back over to the island. We set everything up like it was 10 years ago.
Luna.
I dress up like Deborah Whiteheart, the trashy daughter, caught in the arms of her lover. Daddy Whiteheart comes in. He sees me. He flips out all over again. We get him caught red-handed.
Luna,
right
would
there.
you stop? We are not taking Swade here to Raven Point or anywhere else except to the county hospital. His gunshot wound is infected. His fever is sky high.
He is an innocent man, Max. If we get all this mess cleared up, it'll...
Luna, listen to me. If we don't do something, it won't matter if he's innocent. He'll just be dead.
Blair, I said, what in the hell are you doing in my room? I mean, if I want maid service, I can call for it.
You read my mind, Kane. I was just checking on the new maid.
Do tell.
Well, you see, she's still learning the ropes, and I was hoping that she'd, at least manage to dust.
You're amazing, Blair. Next to myself, you're as cool as they come.
Good night, Mr. Rogan.
You know, I'm not really surprised to find you here in my room this late at night, Blair. Come on, what's the real reason you're here, huh? Something you want? Really bad, huh? Am I getting you on?
Bo, is that you?
Hello, Vicki.
Sloan, what are you doing here?
My sources are correct. The lady works too hard.
I was actually just editing some work for tomorrow's deadline.
Even the newspaper publisher has to take a break.
Please, I thought that
It's
you
a
and I had agreed.
simple supper. Need something to eat, don't you?
But this is awkward. You can see I'm alone here. What I mean is that Clint is out of town.
I know.
One life to live.
Allow me to be your waiter for the evening.
Oh, no, this is really not a terribly good idea.
You've already eaten.
No, I haven't had time to eat.
You must take time.
Is this how you took Pork Chop Hill, General?
Yes, ma'am. The words of Nathan Bedford Forrest, get there firstest with the mostest.
What are you doing?
I am preparing the table.
Oh, no. Come on, I really have to go back to work.
Yes, after dinner. Now, I had a selfish reason for coming here tonight. I wanted to talk to you.
But there's very little left for us to say to each other.
I want you to know that I shall never betray our secret.
What secret?
Leanne. Leanne, of course. What did you think?
Thank you. I mean, it's not really our secret, though, but thank you anyway.
What you're doing is wonderful. Allowing Leanne to spend some time with little Duke, that takes courage.
Or recklessness. I mean, if Kevin ever finds out that I've gone against his wishes, or if, God forbid, anyone finds out I've gone against a court order.
He'll never know. At least not from you.
Thank you. Sloan, I hate it. I hate all this sneaking and lying. And, of course, I've only managed to arouse more suspicion now.
Clint?
Yes.
Maybe you should just come right out and tell him about Leanne.
I tried. I tried tonight before he left. Well, I shouldn't be talking about this. It's not fair. I mean, Clint is not here, and you have pâté.
Mm-hmm. Foie gras with truffles from a little gourmet shop I found in Philadelphia, loaded with surprises.
Caviar.
Voila. What's that, Trump? I know some people prefer beluga.
Not me. That's my favorite.
Good. And your favorite salad, a mixture of greens, radicchio, goat cheese with a raspberry vinaigrette.
Oh, Carpenter, how did you know all this?
I listen to you, I pay attention, I remember what you like.
You take notes on any meal we ever had?
Well, mental notes, and I have consulted with the chef at the club on some preferences of yours.
Here, I thought you were doing research for some book you're writing about my father.
Well, I am. And it's a good thing, because as I was reading the memoirs of Victor Lord, I came across all those visits to Scotland.
Oh, yeah, he loved to go to Scotland. He went there a lot for golf. Every time he came back from Scotland, he would bring me shortbread.
What is a picnic without dessert?
Oh, I can't believe it. Just looking at this box brings back such lovely memories. I don't know what to say.
You could say, I love you, Sloan Carpenter. I want to spend the rest.
Don't say
it. Don't flatter yourself. If there were a nuclear accident and you're the only man left...
Yeah, I know. The feeling's mutual, Blair. I'd rather make love to a crocodile.
I'm sure you have.
Do me a favor, Mrs. Buchanan. Would you tell your jealous husband he has nothing to fear from me?
Well, that would be lying, Mr. Rogan. Asa has a great deal to worry about as far as you're concerned.
Not when it comes to his pretty young wife. Now, you started these suspicions. Stop them.
Oh, poor Kane. Has it only just begun to dawn on you? In the war for Asa's heart and mind, there can only be one winner. His loving wife. Now, the more you try to discredit me in his eyes, the more you're just going to hurt yourself. Those little lies you've been spreading about me will only come back to haunt you.
Well, you know, I'm not the one who's lying there, little mama. And in a few months, when Asa sees that you're still not showing, he's going to find that out. Now, if you'll excuse me, Claire, I'd like to answer the phone on my private line.
Hello? Oh, hi, Tina.
Naomi, how's your nephew? Did you get him to lie down?
For now. But I want y'all out of here before George wakes up.
I'm sorry, Naomi, but, Swade needs something to fight this infection, and we need your help. Something that only you can get from the hospital for us.
On top of everything else y'all asking me to steal?
Naomi, you're a nurse, and you can get it. We know you can. Not for me or for Max, but for Charlie Pruitt, who is George's best friend. You can't turn your back on us now, Naomi. If you do, I'm afraid he's gonna die.
Look, I know where my responsibilities begin and end.
Naomi, Charlie Pruitt is just a regular guy like George, who spent the last 10 years of his life in prison for a murder he didn't commit. Now, you know that kind of injustice, don't you?
fever's worse. Dehydrated, too. Look, one of y'all get some ice so he can have something to suck on. Look, I may be crazy, but look, I'll go get the antibiotics.
Naomi, I knew you'd help us. Thank you.
I knew we could count on you.
Look, I ain't gonna be gone long. That's long enough for y'all to get away from here.
What do you mean, get away?
Sugar, just leave your friend with me. I promise you I'll do the best I can for him. Now, if the police come in here snooping around and find you two with an escaped convict, y'all gonna be facing more trouble than y'all have ever seen. And this isn't your fight, is it?
Remember.
You, for a blessed moment, let me think that Carlo was still alive.
Oh.
Oh, I call that progress.
Which leads me to my next lesson on how to become Carlo Hessa.
Oh, you're such an eager beaver these days, aren't you?
Oh, the music they play at the Palace Hotel is incredible. Now, why don't you get dressed and we'll dance till we drop?
We just left the Palace Hotel. Why would you want to go back to the Palace Hotel?
Now, if you want me to become Carlo Hessa, I have to understand the man.
All right, fine. You got me convinced.
You're going to let me go? I mean, we'll go together.
Sure. As soon as I change into something more suitable.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm changing into something to go dancing in. Do you want to watch? Carter always did.
No, I think that's a more advanced lesson. I'm still at the intermediate stage. I'll wait for you.
Not for long, my precious. You're learning fast.
So, why did you want to talk to me?
Oh, well, as we all know, your grandfather is a self-proclaimed family man, but I think his loyalties to the new Mrs. Asa Buchanan are clouding his judgment.
What did Blair do now?
It's what she hasn't done. I mean, despite my appeals on behalf of my sister Addie, and despite your helpful suggestions, Addie still remains in that house without the proper treatment, without the careful monitoring that she so desperately needs. It's criminal.
So how do we get Asa to change his mind?
Well, look, we do have one advantage. That Asa wants Addie out of the house as much as I do, even though his motives are selfish and mine aren't, but that doesn't matter. My sister needs special care, and I mean to see that she gets it. So, Kevin, could you just talk to Asa one more time? Tell him that I will do whatever it takes for Addie's sake and for little Duke's as well.
This is a side of Dorian I don't think I've seen before. You really do care about family, don't you?
The Buchanans don't have a monopoly on that, no matter what your parents have told you. And by the way, where has your father been these days? Or for that matter, where's Vicki?
How about a compromise?
Everything about this situation is compromising.
Instead of saying I love you forever, you could say I like you, Sloan Carpenter, and I'd like to spend the next hour with you.
Oh, Sloan, don't.
All right, how about you're just all right, Sloan Carpenter, and I hate to see good food go to waste.
I'm never going to get rid of you, am I?
Never.
Well, since you went to so much trouble.
Yes, that's the spirit. Let me show you the best seat in the house.
I mean, no one can possibly object to a harmless picnic, I mean, can they?
Of course not. Now, all we need is a couple of pennants, pom-pom, a corsage on your wrist, and what will we have?
We would have a tailgate party.
That's right.
Gosh, that reminds me. There was a game at Harvard. In fact, Harvard was playing Army.
The Crimson Tide?
Uh-huh.
We beat back that tide more than once.
I know, but this particular game, it was all out words right at the end of the game. And somebody kicked a very long... No, somebody threw a long touchdown pass, and then somebody blocked the kick. That's what it was, just before the gun went off.
I was there. That was a classic game.
You were at the game?
Yes, I was on the 50-yard line, the Army side. I was a senior in West Point.
I was on the 50-yard line on the Harvard side. I was a freshman at Radcliffe.
Good Lord, so near, and yet so far. Imagine had we met then.
Oh, I don't think you'd have liked me very much. I was very serious.
I liked serious girls.
Oh.
Maybe you wouldn't have gone for me, though. I was terribly military.
You're right, I wouldn't have gone for you.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks.
I think we would have hit it off all right, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I would have invited you for the weekend during the homecoming.
I would have said yes.
Maybe you would have come back for the spring dance.
Oh, my, I can see you in your crisp gray uniform.
I can see you in your strapless dress.
Well, we would have been dancing to Johnny Mathis.
Chances are, 'cause I wear a silly green.
Isn't that funny? I can see it almost as if it...
As if it happened.
Well, it's really just silly speculation, isn't it? You certainly wouldn't have wanted to miss the life that you lived, the love that you shared with your wife and the children you shared. I really could never wish that I hadn't met Clint and loved him, even though my marriage...
Even though your marriage what?
Are a part of my charm.
Ironic. I thought Jenny was the perfect wife until my mother dropped a bomb.
When are you going to get that your whole marriage to Jenny has been a big lie?
Okay, I made a mistake when I was 16.
Jenny was pregnant.
I can't let the past destroy our marriage.
Her lies made me feel like a fool.
I love you. Don't leave.
I don't know if I can ever forgive her.
I've got to make him understand.
Ned and Jenny. Is the love story over? General Hospital.
Thank the goddess he's sleeping all right.
A fever?
Seems to have gone down a little bit. And once Naomi gets back with those antibiotics, he's going to be a lot better. Just in time.
Just in time for what? Oh, no, not that harebrained plan again.
Not a harebrained plan, Max. Now, we've got to get Marcus Whitehart to confess, right?
He's an old drunk, Loner.
That's all the much better for us. Now, look. In a few days, it's going to be the 10th anniversary of her death. He's going to come back to Raven Point. We know that. I'm going to be looking like Deborah. He'll come in and we'll catch him.
If you were thinking what I think you're thinking, just count me out.
Listen, Jim Bird's the one that gave me the idea to start with. He wanted me to dress up like Deborah and make it look like Swade killed me. So, we'll do it. We'll do the same thing, only this time for Marcus's benefit. We'll make the place look like it did 10 years ago. We'll fix it up so good, so real. And when he walks through those doors, he's going to look at me, and he's going to think that I'm his dead daughter, come back from the grave, punishing him if he doesn't confess that he is the murderer. Now, you tell me that isn't a good idea or what?
You know what? I got no problems with the idea. I'm just not going through with it.
I can't believe you just hung up on Tina. Now, Blair, would you just please leave my room, all right? Don't answer that.
Hello? Oh, Tina, I was about to call you back. We must have been disconnected. What's that? Oh, yes, I know this is Kane's private line. What am I doing in his bedroom? Well, it's so, it's so quiet here, so private. We can get a lot of work done.
Just give me that phone, Blair.
Kane? Well, yes, he's right here on the bed.
That is
What?
it.
We've
now.
been doing so much work,
Tina,
side by side. Funny thing, she hung up.
Yeah.
I wonder
Funny,
why.
huh? Yeah, I wonder why, too. Would you please just leave my room?
And miss the show? Never.
Look up the count to 10, all right?
Ooh. Problem?
It's busy.
Well, poor thing. She probably left it off the hook. Some women are so insecure when it comes to them.
You wanted to fight, Blair. You got it, honey.
Do you really think that you can scare me?
You just made yourself an enemy. A very, very dangerous enemy.
I
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have a call.
Oh, how thoughtful.
It's for the gentleman. It's your father, Kevin.
Oh. Hey, Dad, how's everything? Well, I assume she's at home. Why? Oh. Well, in that case, I don't know where Mom is. But I could find out. Hey. No, don't be like that, Dad. You said you wanted to talk to her, right? Let me find her so you can talk to her, okay? Dad?
Well, every marriage has turbulent periods. I mean, that's natural. That's normal, isn't it?
Is it?
Couples drift apart, and then they find their way back to each other again. Just because Clint and I are on opposite sides of a few issues now. All right, more than a few issues. Doesn't mean that we can't work things out. As long as we don't have any distractions.
That would be me. I am a distraction.
Brother, are you ever?
I'm flattered.
No, this is serious. All he has to do is see us in the same room together, or hear from somebody that we were together. Clint's jealousy flares up like a bonfire.
I'm not responsible for your husband's jealousy.
No, but you're responsible for taking advantage of certain situations.
I don't know if I've ever taken advantage of you.
No, you haven't. But others see it that way.
Hmm. And who are these others?
My brother-in-law, Beau, for one. He's the one who told Clint that he saw us at Wanda's.
Yeah. Well, Beau is very quick to defend his brother's honor.
Yeah, but it's not just him. My own son is concerned.
Well, I've had words with Kevin, too. He's just being protective of his mother. I admire that.
That's much more than protective. He's worried. Renee is worried. Larry is worried. I could go on and on. This whole thing has become a subject for a town meeting. Or at least for the town gossip mongers.
Like Dorian Lord.
Did she say something to you?
A few insinuations.
What a piece of work she is. Do you know, she did much more than insinuate with me. She threatened me to my face to print her little insinuations in that rag that she publishes. My marriage would be ruined, and you and I are completely innocent.
Oh, let it ring.
No, I can't let it ring. I told Joey to call me if there was a problem at home. Joey?
No, wrong son.
Kevin! How did you know I was working late?
Lucky guess.
Is everything all right at home? Is the baby all right?
Oh, yeah, no, Duke's fine. Actually, I'm calling for Dad. He wanted to know where you are, so, I just called the banner, and well, there you are.
You are calling for your father?
I guess he just didn't think you were going to be at the office this late. He's worried about you. Tell you the truth, Mom, so am I.
There is absolutely nothing to worry about, Kevin.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
On the next Oprah, families fighting over the election.
All I know, Mom, is that when Dad called the house, Kim said she had no clue where you were.
Well, I told Joey to tell Kim that I was going to be at the paper all night, so obviously he forgot. End of crisis, right?
Well, for you, maybe. You didn't hear his voice.
What are you saying, Kevin? Did your father leave a number where he could be reached? I mean, is he all right?
Mom, how could he be all right when he never knows where you are or who you're with or what you're doing?
Now, you hold on a minute. You are still the son, and I am the mother, and I do not have to account to you for my whereabouts or my actions.
Look, I'm sorry if I came on too strong. I had no right to talk to you like that. Look, don't worry about that, okay? We'll just blame it on Joey.
Okay.
Just kidding. All right, get back to work. Just forget I ever bothered you, okay? Night, Mom.
Good night, darling.
Vicki. Are you okay? Oh, this is all my doing. An honorable man would walk away, leave you in peace. I understand this in my head, but in my heart, I can't.
Well, I could have asked you to leave.
You did. I wouldn't take no for an answer. This has to stop, and I'm the only one who can stop it. By leaving Landview. I still have a shred of decency in me. I will leave town if that's what you want. Is it?
Well, maybe I do worry too much, but hey, I care.
I know, Renee. Just you gotta trust me. I'm just trying to do right by my son, that's all.
I hope so. Now, will you give little Duke a big kiss for me?
Oh, that I will do.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
My nose is powdered. Let's begin.
What did you say?
Dance with me. They're playing our song.
I didn't know we had a song.
Oh, we do now.
We do?
Esta bella tierra rodeada por los mares, morada del sol de oriente y dormida por sus palmares.
You don't scare me, but I should scare you.
You? Honey, I could flick you off like Linda my lapel.
You tried. You failed. If I were you, I'd start packing. Now. Because by the time I'm done with you, you'll be lucky if Asa lets you leave Landview with a toothbrush.
Big words, little mama.
I can back them up.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, I think you should start packing, all right, Blair?
Listen, Kane, Asa's money paid for those shirts, and I'm Asa's wife. Remember that.
Honey, it's not me who has trouble remembering. How about those little nice meetings with Max, huh? Not very wifely, is it, Blair?
Max is part of my past, and nothing more.
Tell that to Asa. See, I know better. You still got the hot for Max, don't you, Blair? Hmm? As a matter of fact, if you did have a baby, I'm sure it'd look just like Max. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I guess that was a low blow because we both know that you're not pregnant, don't we?
You know, I'm getting kind of sick of your stupid bluffs.
I'm not bluffing, Blair. I just saw your doctor. She's a very nice lady. Very discreet. However, very informative. So your little secret is now our little secret.
Come on. Is this Max Holden? Is this the man who's not afraid of anybody or anything?
This is not about being afraid. It's common sense.
Give me a break. When was the last time you started being sensible?
Yeah, well, maybe it's time I started. For the both of us.
Oh, God. Omar, I want you to look at him. That man is sick. He needs our help. Now, what, you think we're going to abandon him now?
We're not. We're leaving him with Naomi. Naomi is a nurse. She can give him the care he needs.
What if the cops come?
If the cops come, we will let the law handle it. I mean, come on. He's innocent. They'll prove it.
So we just wash our hands. We just walk out of here. We didn't do anything. Jim Burns the one that caused all the trouble.
No, Jim Burns dead. A police chief, rotten or not, he is dead. And they are going to be blaming us.
No, they won't. I'll just tell them that Vern shot Swade and that Marcus Whitehart killed his own daughter and it was all...
Would you just wise up? Mona, you've done everything you can for him. It's up to Charlie now. It's up to him to take his own chances.
There's a door right there. Why don't you leave?
Do you know what you're saying?
To you. You told Naomi that Swade was a regular kind of guy that just caught a bum deal. 10 years in prison, Max. That's a third of his life. It's gone. Now, what are we supposed to do? Just leave him and hope somebody comes and corrects the injustice? No, sir. This is the here and this is the now, and we're going to deal with it. We've got to help him out. And if you're the kind of man that I think you are, you know that.
Nice try, Kane, but I don't believe my doctor told you anything.
Well, like I said, time will tell, huh, Blair? You know, Blair, I really don't ask much from life, you know, some nice clothes, good brandy, maybe a little honesty between friends, or thieves. Come on, you can level with me, huh? There's no love lost between you and Asa, is there?
He's my husband, I'm his wife.
Come on, Blair. It's a business partnership. He wants an heir, you want security.
That's all I wanted. I would get a divorce and get rich on the settlement.
Well, you can't spend money in jail, can you? That's where you'd end up if Asa blew the whistle.
What are you talking about?
Come on, Blair. I'm the one Asa sent to Ohio to pay off that staff at the psychiatric hospital, huh? Yep, I know all about how you stole your mother away from there. I go enough to put you in jail.
But you wouldn't do it. Not if you want to stay on Ace's good side. And mine.
Well, just give me one reason why I should play nice with you. Huh?
Same reason that you gave me. You, Mr. Rogan, have enough skeletons rattling around in your closet to send you to prison. Or should I say back to prison?
That was a long time ago, Blair. I made one mistake. I've been clean ever since.
Tell it to Renee. You know, everyone blames me for her marriage breaking up. But we know who the real culprit is now, don't we?
You're blaming me. When you seduced your husband? I call it chutzpah, Blair.
You know, Asa was ready to leave his wife long before I came along. You did the priming. Now, dear, sweet Ditzy, Tina is so devoted to Renee, and she'd probably really hate to find out what a bad boy you were. I think she would drop you flat. And Asa? Hate to think how he'd react to the proof that you'd stabbed him in his back.
You've got no proof, Blair.
Maybe not yet. But like you said, time will tell. You may think that you've covered your tracks, but sooner or later, a cheap crook always makes a mistake.
That's right. I'm just waiting for you to make yours.
Ow!
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hessa.
You know, I don't understand you, Mortimer.
You look like Carla. Do you sound like Carla? Do you feel like Carla? And this dancing, you don't do the dance.
Every Fred Astaire needs his own Ginger Rogers.
How's that?
Nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
You know what? You need inspiration. That's what it is. You need inspiration.
I was thinking the same thing.
No, a dance instructor. That's what you need, a dance instructor. Tomorrow we're going to interview possibilities. In the meantime, let's go home.
Let's dance.
No, I don't carry that much insurance.
I suppose you're right. We might as well just go home and go to bed.
Oh, Marty! You're reading my mind.
Oh, Mrs. Hessa, I was not implying anything like that. No, I would not think in those terms.
We just have to stop talking about this. You're right. You do have to go. This is not a matter of what I want. This is just what has to be.
Nothing has to be. We make our own destiny.
Oh, no. Come on, you know better than that. We're not alone in this world. There are other people involved. People who matter. People who depend on us, who need us.
Vicki, what about what we want?
What we want? Oh, come on. We set higher standards for ourselves. So we pay the higher price. It's so unfair and selfish of me, but I have to ask you to go. If you love me, then you have to help me.
By leaving you?
Yes, by leaving me.
No.
This has absolutely nothing to do with honor, you know. This has a great deal to do with how scared I am. Of your feelings for me, and especially of my feelings for you.
Oh, Vicki.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry you went to all this trouble. And I'm sorry that I can't give you what you want, Sloan. I'm so sorry. Please help me, please.
Carla. Anything. You know I'd do anything for you.
I know. I know. And that makes it all the more difficult. But I cannot break up my marriage. I can't destroy my family.
I wouldn't ask you to destroy your family.
But it would. It would. I can't do that to the children. And I can't do it to Clint. But as long as you're here, you see, I can't stop thinking about you, and I can't stop wanting to be near you.
You love me. Why don't you say it?
I love my husband, and you can only love one man.
Where is that, Vicki?
I say it. It's me. Sloan, I beg of you. I beg of you to go. Be strong and go.
Oh, it's been a long time, Hector.
You're still pretty as a picture, Mrs. Lord.
Oh, why, thank you, and you are still as sharp as the day Victor Lord hired you. I can still hear my late husband saying, Hector is going to be the watchdog of the banner, and no one or nothing will ever get by.
Never have, never will.
No, don't call Vicki. She's expecting me. I'll just go on my way up.
Yes, but I have orders.
Come on, Max, are you with me or not here?
Now, how could I say no to the goddess of the moon?
You can't.
I must be out of my gourd. I already know I am. All right, I will go with you to Raven Point, and somehow we will get Marcus Whiteheart to confess to murdering his daughter. And we will set Charlie free. We will give him his name back, and we'll all do it together.
Oh,
Happy?
Happy. I knew you'd come through for me. I knew you would.
Mrs. Hesse, it's late. Very late. And if you want me to start dancing lessons tomorrow, I mean,
I cannot wait till tomorrow. We are going to start a new kind of dancing.
What?
Something a lot more fun.
Tango, foxtrot, Lindy Hop?
This is going to take a little bit more coordination.
Oh.
You know who was really good? Carlo. Carlo's particularly good with this step, and I'm sure you will be too.
Mrs. Hesse, can't you teach me this downstairs in the living room?
Later. Let's try the fundamentals out on the bed.
Oh, left us. That was so nice of him. Little tree.
I don't think so. Don't.
What is wrong with you?
With me, nothing. With those eclairs, plenty. I detect the odor of almonds. But there are no almonds in chocolate eclairs, which leads me to the conclusion that someone has laced this eclair with arsenic.
Poison? Who would want to do that to me?
I don't know.
Who's Mulligan?
Huh?
Mortimer, you've done it again. You saved my life. Just like my Carlo, you've come to my rescue. Oh!
You know, it's really a shame that we can't trust each other. We have so very much in common.
Too much, perhaps,
Oh, then you admit it? You do have something to hide?
Never said that. My conscience is clear. Yours?
It's clear as ice. Do you like that?
Ice. Your lips and your conscience.
Oh, my, we don't want to have any incriminating evidence now, do we?
Thanks. Oh, listen, feel free to look around. Unlike some people, I've nothing to hide. I said I would do anything for you.
Oh, Sloan.
If leaving Longview is what you want, that's what I'll do. If never seeing me again makes you happy, I will stay away.
Good God, do I look happy?
As you said, we both have to pay the price. It's just damned ironic. With your help, I decided to live again. Now I have to lose you.
It's all right, we'll go on.
I know that. That's the hell of it.
Oh, Lord, don't cry. Don't cry.
Before I knew you, I never knew how. We are together in one thing. Our tears. I'll leave right away. The sooner the better. Goodbye.
I can't say it. Don't say anything. Don't say it.
Tomorrow at 9, 8 Central. Good night. Kidnappers are in sight. Can an armored-clad stranger save Ellen?
Exercise your right to vote on November 3rd.